Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Craft. January month is almost over and Valentine's Day is fast approaching. So for today's video guys, I thought that I will show you how to prepare a love themed or Valentine Day themed swan shaped light box, something which you can gift to your loved ones. The template for this light box I prepared on my own. If you guys are interested in purchasing it, then please drop a comment or DM me. So guys, let's get started. Here is the template which I have created for this particular lightbox. I have utilized method number 1 for lightbox template creation. You can click the card at the top of the video to directly go to that video. As you can see that the template contains two swans coming together, forming the heart shape at the top, and in the body of the swan there are three little hearts which will create space for the lightbox effect. For creation of individual layers, I'll be utilizing 300 GSM watercolor paper, which is my standard choice whenever I'm preparing any light box. So I'll be utilizing this paper for creation of the layer. And for cutting the layers, for light box, I normally use Olfa paper cutting knife, and in this case also I'm going to utilize the same knife. So the first step is to arrange your template over your craft paper so that you can cut out the shapes, and then once the shapes are cut out, then we will arrange the layers. Like I mentioned before, the first step is to cut out the individual layers. So using your paper cutting knife, carefully cut out the areas which you need to get rid of. And once you are done, since this is a custom shaped light box, this is not going to be rectangle. So all you need to do is to cut out the swan outline so that you can get that swan shape for the light box. In a similar fashion, prepare rest of the layers and then we will proceed to the next step. So guys, here are all the layers that I have cut out for my light box, and now in one of the layers there is a need to show the water. So for that layer I'll be attaching a combination of blue and green trace paper to provide that water effect. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut out a shape as per the shape that is in the light box, slightly bigger than that, so as to create borders and be able to paste it on the back side of the layer. Once I have done this, I have cut out those shapes on the trace paper. I am simply going to paste it on the back side of the layer. Next we need to create the gap between the layers, and for that I am going to be utilizing 5 mm thick sunboard sheets. But these sunboard sheets cannot be just on the borders. This light box is not going to be put inside another frame. This light box itself is a frame onto it. So what we need to do is that we need to cut out the outline shape of the light box onto the sunboard sheets. So using one of the layers that you have already cut, which contains the outline and the three areas where the light box effect is going to come out, so we need to draw that and we need to cut out on the sunboard sheet. So the first step is to sketch out the shape that you need to cut out on the light box. For that you can utilize a pen, pencil, or even your metallic pencil to draw the shape. Just ensure that you are drawing it correctly, because this has to be exactly as per the shape of the layers for the light box. Now all the layers have the exact same shape, outline shape that is. So all the sunboard sheets that are going to come in between each of the layers have to have exact same shape. So be very careful and precise in this step, because if you are not precise in this step, then what is going to happen is that these sunboard sheets might be jutting out here and there between the layers, which will not look good, and you might need to correct it later, which will become very difficult. So carefully draw out these shapes and carefully cut out the sunboard sheets. For cutting the sheets, utilize an A11 blade. Do not cut out with a smaller blade, as it will get stuck in the sunboard sheets. Also, cutting a sunboard sheet is not easy. It will take a lot of effort on your side to cut it, so ensure that the blade that you are using is fresh, and if required, change it for every sheet that you are cutting, because the blade will get blunt very quickly while cutting the sunboard sheets. Do not try to bend your blade or curve your blade, because it will definitely break. Just keep rotating your sunboard sheets as much as possible on the curves or on the corners. So guys, here we are with the cutout sunboard sheet. Similarly, I have cut out rest of the sunboard sheets of the camera, and now I am going to do a dry assembly just to see if all the shapes that I have cut out for the layers as well as for the sunboard sheets are fitting perfectly or not, just in case if I need to correct any layer or make adjustment to any layer. It is important that you follow this step and do not directly jump onto pasting the layers, because once you paste it, it will become very difficult to do adjustments to the layer. So first check if the layers are coming correctly, and if they are coming out good, only then go ahead and then paste out the layers and start assembling the layers. Now to start the assembly, we'll start with the bottommost layer and one layer of the sunboard sheet. This is the layer where we are going to host the lights for our light box. So the first step is to create certain areas or gaps for the light to pass across through and through the entire width of the light box like this. And once we have created those gaps by cutting out the sunboard sheets in between, then we are going to host the LED light. So first apply glue, white PVA glue or Fevicol or any other kind of glue. You need to use a slightly stronger glue because this is sunboard sheet and it requires slight stronger glue to attach to the paper. So apply the glue on the backside of your cutout shape for the sunboard sheet, spread it and then paste it on the bottommost layer. Once the layer has dried off, then we will assemble the LED strip. As you can see that I've already cut out a required length LED strip and connected it to wires on one end. Create small holes on the bottommost layer for the wires to pass through. To firmly attach the LED strip to the base, first take a thin strip of double sticky tape and attach it at the place where you want to stick the LED lights. Carefully cut out the length for the same and attach it. Next, strip out the protective layer from this double sticky tape and also strip out the protective layer from the LED strip that you have already prepared and carefully attach them together. Gently pass the wires through the holes that you have already prepared so that the wires are at the back of your light box, and later on once you have assembled it, then you are going to connect it to a power adapter to light up your light box. Once the light setup is complete, apply the glue on the sunboard sheet and attach the next layer. In a similar fashion, keep alternating between a layer, then a sunboard sheet, then layer, then sunboard sheet and then layer. Keep doing it till you reach the top of the light box. Once you have reached the topmost layer, then now it's time to connect your wires that are coming from the back of the light box to a power adapter and see the magic of the light box that you have created. And guys, this is how my light box looked once I connected it to a power source. The 3D effect in the light box has come out really beautiful, and since the light box is so thick, it will stand on its own without any support. That is the best part about this light box. Also, this light box is going to look good whether it is in a dark room or it is in a lighted room. It will look good in either of the environments. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you guys liked the video, then please do not forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Also to subscribe to my channel for regular videos on paper arts, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care and bye bye.